Hi, this is Jay again, and this is the PubMed video I mentioned just a minute ago. So like through the first year, you use CINAHL a lot, and I noticed that some of you ended up using PubMed, and that's fine. I just wanted to give a little refresher about what PubMed is and how it differs from CINAHL. And so I'm going to make this short little video, and I promise it won't be too long. So let's go on over to PubMed and look at that for a minute. So PubMed is a gigantic database of biomedical literature, and it's really great that it's free. It's public medical information is what it stands for PubMed. So to get to this, you can just Google PubMed. It doesn't require a subscription. So that's a good thing and a bad thing. That's a good thing is that it's open to the internet. It's a bad thing, it's not connected to our resources that we subscribe to. So one of the things that if you use PubMed, it'll be a little different than CINAHL's. It'll be more likely that you will have to request articles from me or Manoa, and I'm going to show you some tricks on how to get around that. Maybe this can help. So the first thing about PubMed is, of course, I could type in this, but I really like the advanced search on this one, and I'll show you why. So I'm going to just do a sample search on a health topic. So here's my health thing, and then here's my population. And it builds my search for me. And it tells me that it has 308 results. I just really like how it builds this search thing in the advanced search. You don't have to use this, but I like it. And then when you go in here, I want to sort this. So have it sorted by most recent, which is actually what I wanted because, like we talked about many times, more recent information is good. You can sort it by best match if you want. And then if you sorted it by best match, you could then use your slider over here to filter it to the last, whatever, 6 years or whatever you want to use. And that will work as well. But I'm going to switch mine back to most recent because I like that. And it still keeps this, but you can switch this if you want, it doesn't matter. And then I can do is all these other limiters over here as well, which if you think that's important, so things like systematic review and stuff like that. And they even have a 5-year range. So they know their audience and they know what your requirements are. So there's two types of articles that you'll find in this, one that's available within PubMed and one that's not. And so here's an example of the free articles here. This is great. You just click on it. It gives you the abstract and all the other things about the article. One of the things I really like about PubMed is that it has information about the authors, so when you go to evaluate information, it automatically tells you about what the authors are and where they're coming from. And so if you mouse over this, it tells you things about the authors, which is great. It has a citation tool, which of course we like. Um, I change this to APA. And again, maybe this is right, maybe this isn't, and that's up to you to figure out, but it does create a citation for you. And then it links out to the full text of the article and wherever it ends up, and then you can read the article and so forth. So that's the easy ones, right? That's the ones that you have access to. So if you don't see this free article here, you like this one, this is an example of how you could contact us to get access to this article. So if I were to click this, I would find that they wanted me to pay for it, et cetera, et cetera. And so there's two things you can do. You can just email this to us and we can find it for you. And to email, the most important things are all this stuff that's here. Oops, I'm sorry. All this, the authors, the title, and the DOI, and the title. I mean, the title of the journal, sorry. All that stuff, you just email that to us, it's fine. There's another way to do it is that you can do a little research for yourself first if you want to, but you don't have to. By copying the DOI. DOI is really important. So I want to copy it. And then you notice here it said I can search Google for it. Since this is not a free article, that's probably not going to help. But you could try it, and because it could be a copy of it somewhere out there. But what I really want to do is I want to go back to the library homepage. And I want to click library. And then I'm going to paste that DOI. DOI stands for Digital Object Identifier, and every journal article has a specific one for the article. So I can search by this number letter combination and it will tell me if it has this article in the library, which is great. So it said no records found, which is fine, but I'm going to click this expand my results there, and it still says no records found. So this was an example of, we'd go back. It's not, I can't find it in the library, so I'm just going to email this to the librarians or to Jay, me, and then we'll find it for you somewhere. Um, so yeah, that's kind of what I wanted to cover about PubMed is that it's a much bigger database than CINAHL. So PubMed really kind of covers all the biomedical information out there. So it's really big and it can be overwhelming, but then you can use these limiters on the side and you can find the free articles and you can use the citations. And really what I wanted to remind you is that we can get those articles for you. So you can try the DOI route if you want, and that might help, but by all means, let us know if we can find this article for you. So thanks for listening, and I hope this was not too long.